This week in the Dirthead Shed, we're back to working on Moz Grande. Gotta fix a couple things to get it ready for Unreal Adventure 2026. That's one of them. Whew. Guess what time it is? It's almost time for UA. Check this out. Ah, oh, this truck's so good. It's almost time for UA, Unreal Adventure. And I cleared out a space in the shop, and the truck that fits in that space is Moz Grande. So we're gonna get this thing ready to go for UA 2026. And I have some things that I need to repair on it from last year's trip. And I have a list of things that I didn't get done before last year's trip. So we got plenty of work to do on the old Moz Grande. It's good to get it back out from the side yard and back in rotation. Follow along. This one's gonna be good. We got a lot of work to do. Pretty crazy to think that it's been a year since getting this thing ready for the trip last year. We were able to go and do all sorts of cool wheeling in Oregon and Washington last year. This year, I don't know where we're going yet, but I do know that I want to take this truck, I want to fix the things that, like the transfer case doubler that started coming apart on it from last year. But then I also found my list from last year about what I needed to do, and there were so many things that I didn't address that were on last year's list. I transferred some of that over to a new list, but I haven't totally finalized it yet. But we have a month now before the trip, or just over a month. So I'm hoping that by getting the truck in here a little bit early, maybe we'll have a little bit of time to like address some of the things that I really want to do, not necessarily things that have to be done. I think first things first though, we should probably get this thing positioned and get these wheels and tires off of it, get it on jack stands, and just sort of dig in, start messing with that transfer case first. These can be for the back. These will be for the front. That's better. All right, it's off the ground. Let's get these tires off of this and out of the way. Come on off of there. It's a lot of wheel and tire for a Mazda to be pushing around. Oh my gosh. These puppies are heavy. I'm really not feeling like those wheels are going back on here. So I can get rid of these wheel spacers. Those 1550 wide, they definitely look cool, but between the weight of the tire and the weight of that 20-inch wheel, it's just too much for this little truck. That's better. A little more room to work around this thing. Old Moz Grande's got some battle scars now. It's been on the trail for years, and this was the only problem I had with it really last Unreal Adventure, was that the doubler adapter on the transfer case was loosening up, and it's a clockable two-piece one, so you have to like take the whole thing apart in order to tighten it up. So we're gonna go ahead and start pulling drive shafts out and get everything sort of ready to pop the transfer cases out. I'll also have to crawl inside and get the shifters and stuff out, but should be pretty straightforward. It's hard, like, I want to grab onto things, but I've already like cut my hand on the cross member under the transfer case. Just everything is sharp. Everything is sharp under here. Gets drug on rocks and gets little razor edges. So you gotta be kind of careful. This was a new drive shaft for the trip last year from Quigley. Quigley's that company that does 4x4 vans. They also have a drive shaft shop. It took a little bit of a beating, but it's pretty good to go still. Might as well take this cross member out. I'm kind of fighting with getting the drive shaft bolts out, and pulling this cross member out will make that a little easier, and it's got to come out anyways. I grabbed a screw jack, one of those RV style like screw up jack stands, and that's supporting the transmission so that I can get this cross member out of the way without dropping the transmission on my head. If you do much of this kind of work, these screw up jack stands are kind of a game changer, and they're pretty cheap. You can buy like a 4-pack of them, I think for like 40 bucks or something. I don't know, maybe they're more than that now, but oh boy, why is it puking water out? What is that? Whoa. That got kind of wild. Alright. Apparently I got a water trap in this cross member I need to work through. Oh, geez, that thing's heavier than I thought. Why is this drive shaft not plunging at all? What is going on here? Alright, get that out. Oh, there it is. Alright, that's coming out. Drive shafts and cross member pulled out. Let's mess with shifters and stuff on the inside. This whole front section, I just have like an old floor mat screwed down. We can pop that out of there first, and then we can kind of get to all the hardware underneath. Ugh, I should probably finish things on this truck better than I have in the past, but whatever. It gets the job done, and the thing's fun to drive, and it's taken me some cool places. I forget, it's been a long time since I messed with these Toyota cases much, and I think I gotta take both cases off. Well, I know I probably should. I'm gonna take both cases out. The front case is a forward shift, the back case is a top shift. Pop all these shifters out of here, and then I can start going in from underneath and disassembling the cases from the transmission. I probably don't have to pull like both cases, but I'm gonna do it anyways just to check them out. Make sure everything's looking good to go. Don't forget to drain the oil before you start separating all this stuff. There's a lot of metal in there. That's not good. Not good. Might have just been because it's kind of out of alignment with the cases all flopping around. Ugh, I sure hope this thing's not junk. I tried really hard on the trip to make sure I was keeping it topped off. You never know. if it was enough or not, or if it ended up running dry when I wasn't paying attention. This is the front case. I don't know, I don't recall if they share oil or not. Ugh, that one's got a bunch of metal in it too. You can see the drain plug has a bunch of metal buildup on it. Oh, bummer. All right, the shifters are out. They're resting over here, stinking up the carpet. And I got the oil drained out. Oh, I got the oil drained out. So we should be able to drop the transfer case now, or the transfer case is. I'm just trying to figure out how I want to do it. If I want to try and take them out both together, or if I want to take them out just the rear one and then the front one. I think I'll probably take both out. I just need to grab a floor jack so that I can have a little bit of help, because this stuff is actually, even though it's Toyota parts, it's still pretty heavy. I'm getting this thing kind of most of the way apart, but I figured I'd show you exactly, if you look back at the videos from last year about this thing kind of falling apart. Here's what it was doing. This adapter right here is 2 pieces, and it's loose in between the two. So it was flopping around like that and slamming every time I would basically do anything. Yeah, and it was puking all the oil out at the same time. So that's what we're getting in here to fix, is to pull that apart so we can tighten that up or replace it. We'll get it apart and then figure out what the plan is. I kind of want to get this transfer case out of here tonight. It's like 9:30 at night right now, but I'm kind of like feeling like we're close enough. I have to keep working through it. I might have to get an air ratchet on here. It'll have a little more power. Here we go. Oh, reliable. The old Mac air ratchet. Let's see if it's got what it takes. It's a really funky spot to get up into. There we go. Yeah. Ha! Got it. All right, one more. I saved an easy one to get at last, and then we can get it out of here. Hopefully that floor jack will lift up high enough. Breaking out the Badlands off-road jack. It's got like an extension, and it should get up high enough. I'm gonna ditch the creeper and just crawl around on the ground. I apologize for the crummy camera angles. Kind of tight quarters under here. Let's get this last bolt out. What the heck? It's getting real now. See. There we go. Oh, it's just puking. Oh man. Let me grab some more paper towels. There it is. Now I gotta get it down from there without dropping it. How heavy is it? It's pretty heavy. Okay. There we go. Come on down. Whew. That was fun. Oh. This is fun. Okay. Come on out of there. Oh. Yeah, this is fun. There we go. Cases are out of there. Wow. Forgot how heavy and awkward some of this stuff can be, especially when you're working on the ground. I'm gonna go clean off my workbench and get it to where we can go set it on that and have a clean place to work. We're getting it. I need my paper towels. All right, the transfer cases are out of the truck and on the bench. I'm glad I didn't try and do this like in camp or on the trail or something. That would have been a nightmare. I'm gonna call it for the night and come back out here with a fresh back and get busy. All right, at least it's out of there. That's a bonus. We're doing all right. Yesterday, we made some good progress on Moz Grande. That was a grind getting that transfer case out of there. Today, I think I'm gonna mess with my dirt bike and go for a ride though. Maybe in a month from now when I'm like scrambling to try and get ready for UA, I'm sure I'll be frustrated that I took a day off to go ride my motorcycle. But right now, I feel like it's a good day to go ride my dirt bike. I washed it the other day, pulled it out, got a new battery for it, went through, changed the oil and stuff, and then I just ran by the motorcycle shop. I picked up an air filter for it. I picked up a handlebar mount for my phone, so hopefully we can jump on OnX and go find a trail. And I also went to the welder supply store today and picked up some safety glasses that are magnifiers as well. They're like readers, but safety readers. So don't need those for riding, but I'll need them for welding. I'm gonna work on the bike a little bit, and when we get out there and start riding, I wanna do a deep dive on the history of Moz Grande and let you guys know that haven't followed along since the Dirt Everyday days, how the whole truck came to be, when I got it, where we built it, and the stages that it's been at in its life. Let me go put this away. I also recycled some oil. Fresh new air cleaner, air filter. Looks like it's probably been sitting on the shelf forever. This bike, this model has been running from 2000 until current. It's like one of the longest running motorcycle lines out there, motorcycle models. Pretty rad. So parts are easy to get. Just like that. Ugh, it was nasty. My registration's current. My insurance is current. We got oil in this bad boy. I haven't ridden it in, I think, 2 years right now. So, It's always fun to get out and enjoy it again. All right, air filter's good. I need to top off coolant. And then I picked up a new phone mount. We'll see if that's gonna go on or not, if I got time to mount that. I got the handlebar mount on so we can check out the OnX Offroad app. See if we can find some dirt road and trails to mess around with. Otherwise, we're just gonna cruise. Got my shift jacket from probably 2004, back when I used to have like a Suzuki GS1100E, like an old 1980s one. Pretty rad bike. This one's a little more usable though. I haven't done filming on a dirt bike for a while, so I'm a little new at it again. Let's try it there. See if you guys can hear me. I like that nothing I have matches. Blue gloves and a red jacket and a yellow bike. Hopefully I got enough gas to get to the gas station. We're gassed up. First stop's gonna be my buddy Barrett's house. Go check out his cars. We're supposed to be talking about Moz Grande. So we originally built that on Dirt Every Day in about 2020, maybe 2019. Well, yeah, somewhere around 2018 or 19, because we built it and then I got to do my second build on it as a build from home, working from home COVID kind of thing. The whole premise on that truck was it was supposed to be a Isuzu Trooper or a Mitsubishi Montero. I wanted to do an easy solid axle swap on an SUV, and we were running behind on time in order to get a vehicle, so I ended up buying this little clean 1991 Mazda 4x4 pickup, and it was a great little rig. And I snowballed big time right out of the gate. It was supposed to be on like a Dana 44 in the front and stock axle rear. And I ended up going straight to Dana 60 front, Dana 70 rear, and we ended up building it. I wheeled it a couple times in stock form. There's been some little pictures in other videos of me wheeling it in stock form, and it was a great little truck. I would totally build another one, or just wheel another one in stock form. So the Dirt Every Day, we started on it, and I had built the axles ahead of time as far as gears and lockers. Dana 60 with 717s and a Grizzly locker in the front, and Dana 70 with 717s and a Detroit in the rear. And we loaded up all these parts and headed down to Bend, Oregon to my friend Graham and Kate's house. And we did the solid axle swap in Graham's driveway in the gravel in like 3 days. We took it and built it into a rock crawler, basically. 60 and a 70 on leaf springs, rears up front, and in the rear we put Chevy 63s spring under. It was an awesome first build, just to show like you could start with $1,000 truck and build yourself a capable wheeler. We went and ran these hoodoo trails up near up in Central Oregon, and it was epic. It was that truck went from 0 to hero pretty quick. It didn't have the lowest gears in the world, so that was going to be the next round of mods, basically. Well, I guess I'm skipping ahead a little bit. The next round of mods after the original build was when I did that working from home COVID build portion, and that's when I took and re-linked the front, put it on airbags, changed up the steering, and and made it to where it was really capable in the front. The rear was still spring under Chevy 63s, which is pretty good, but it wasn't great. It wasn't set up totally right. I took it on the Ultimate Adventure. It got in the magazines, it got a bunch of coverage, it worked great, but the whole week driving in the big rocks, I was just absolutely smoking the clutch. So after that trip, we parked it for a little while. I think I wheeled it locally a little bit, but after that Ultimate Adventure trip, I parked it for a while, and then the next time it came out was a huge round of mods. That was when we took it and changed the transmission, put a Toyota R151F in it, put a dual Toyota transfer cases in it, so it's got two 2.8s in the front case and 4 7s in the rear. It's got chrome ollie outputs. It's got all the good stuff, and the truck just kind of is coming to life at this point. So we did a Dirt Every Day episode where Clampy and Moz Grande went wheeling together, and that was down outside of Boise, Idaho. We went and ran some pretty rad trails. That was super fun. We went and wheeled some hard trails, had low gears finally. The truck was working really well. Punched a hole in the gas tank with a rock. Ended up using an apple to smash in the hole, and it actually held gas for like the next day. We wheeled all weekend, and after that trip, it was sort of like the truck had already sort of done its thing on Dirt Every Days. We weren't really going to do a whole lot more build on it. But about a year later, Fred was like, we need to do a Clampy and Moz Grande road trip, like wheel 3 or 4 trails in Colorado over 3 or 4 days. So I chopped the truck up. It was a 116-inch wheelbase. I chopped the frame, I shortened it, I 4-linked and airbagged it. It's on trailing arms now. Shortened the wheelbase, bobbed the bed, really sort of made it a harder core wheeler at that point. And that's sort of where it sits now. We went and did this trail tour through Colorado and had a blast. The truck did pretty good. I basically like went from there straight to Moab, Utah for Easter Jeep Safari. Wheeled it hard there. It's been all over the western United States now, and it's done really well. So that's kind of the backstory on Moz Grande, and at that point you're kind of caught up. Any work I've done to it since then has all been documented on the Dirthead Shed here. So if you want to see more about it, you can just kind of scroll back or go to my playlists and see the Moz Grande playlist, and you'll find all kinds of cool little tidbits and trips and modifications and whatnot. We took it on Unreal Adventure last year and did some more mods and kind of made it more comfortable by putting e-lockers in it. So it's definitely one of those rigs that was good, and then I just keep changing it up and trying to make it better. So it's been a fun rig. I'm excited to take it on UA again this year. We're going to be hitting up a different part of the country than I've ever wheeled in it, and I'm sure it's going to do good. I'm not going to do a whole bunch of different mods to it, but we're going to do enough to it to where it stays good, it comes to life a little bit, and hopefully just go have a good old time. I'm going to get back to riding this dirt bike, find some dirt roads, go hang out with my buddy Thomas, and we'll get back in the shop and keep working on Moz Grande. Welcome to Scotts Valley. This is where we get a little bit of dirt. It's really just a cut across normal back dirt road. It beats driving on the asphalt everywhere. Alright, I'm gonna check this out. There's a tower up over here, like right at the top of this hill we're nearby. Where am I? We are way up here in Washington. Trying to see if there's any trails nearby where I'm at. Yeah, this Scoop Mountain, that's what I'm looking for. But it looks like it does not have any accessible roads to it. We're kind of on the only one. Looks like there may be this trail here, but that's on private property. Dang it. I think my little trip over here to use OnX to get up to this mountaintop was a bust. We're just gonna have to go find lunch instead. Next time I'll plan out better and we'll go up here north into this like Colville National Forest and go right around up in there. There's all kinds of actual like legal riding spots. All right, back on the bikes. Whew, that's better. Get a little bit of airflow. Super nice getting out and riding the dirt bike again. This being parked for a year and a half or whatever was not very cool. That was it. Little short section of dirt. Oh wow. It's beautiful. Look at that. What a rad spot. To take better advantage of living near a bunch of water. Good drive. I'm back from the ride. It was a really good time. It's nice to get out of the shop every once in a while and go do some fun stuff. The bike's over here chilling. And I need to get a measurement on some drive shafts. I've got to hit the road tomorrow to go see my mom down in San Diego. And before I go, I need to get some measurements on drive shafts over to the folks at Quigley Custom Drive Shafts. And hopefully then I can have some freshies in time for UA. Let's go measure those up real quick. All right, I'm gonna send out an email with those drive shaft measurements so that hopefully when I get back in town, we're getting close to having those. And then I will start digging out my new adapter that I have to replace this clockable one. And we'll keep moving forward on this transfer case and prepping Moz Grande for Unreal Adventure 2026 when I get back. That's it. I think we'll see you guys on the next Dirthead Shed. I hope you dig this truck. Give me some ideas on what you think I had to do to it. Right now, I have a mountain of ideas on those lists, but if I get to them, that'll be a miracle. And I don't know if some of them are worth it or not. Some things like building a full interior roll cage. You want to see that? I also want to put a different bed on it that's not bobbed quite so much because I feel like I got proportions wrong a little bit. Things like that. All right, I got a jam. I'm gonna start this edit. I'm gonna go down to San Diego, see my folks and some of my friends, and we'll see you guys next week. Thanks for watching the Dirthead Shed.